Hello, folks. Just wanted to let you know I came to a conclusion today with a lot of different things. Now, it's almost been a year ago. It maybe has been. I called in to Alex Jones, and honestly, I disagreed with him. If you doubt that, it's on my page, the Sword Point 9, or Sword Point 9. But what I'll tell you is, I'm going to play it for you so you can hear old Kaiser James talk to him. And you can hear exactly what I said, verbatim, no edits, because I was able to live stream at that time, and I wasn't very handy, so there'll be some drop-ins and drop-outs, but it's all fact. And he let me on. He asked for people to call in about what they disagree with him with. And I disagreed with him because I believed he didn't see where things were going. And guess what? I'm proven fucking correct. So, here we go. Enjoy and listen.
Listeners are angry. I think I see a group of callers says Trump is hypocritical hiring foreign workers. Hillary supporter, country could do better with her. Jay, how can Alex stand behind Trump separating families? I mean, these are all just nonsensical if you know the facts, but I'm going to. So please stay there. But James in Ohio says, I flipped on Rex 84. Now, again, that was a plan. If Latin America collapsed or had a communist revolution, and tens of millions of people, between 20 and 40 million, they estimated, came in with the left and the weathermen orchestrating it, which was an actual plan, they would have to house these people or civilization would break down. The left got it in Congress, said it was a plan to put people in concentration camps. So like they say, Trump's putting people in concentration camps. No, they're not concentration camps where you're worked to death and starved to death. These are thousands of people coming across, men, women, children. They're processing them. They're deporting some, keeping others. Then Ellis Island was a death camp because they held you there 1 month, 6 months in quarantine, in individual cells. So it's just not reality. So I was saying, was I buying into all that leftist propaganda? There were real FEMA camp programs. That was all under the Clintons, Bush some, and of course Obama. We got the documents on that. Plans to re-educate Americans. With the word re-educate, given to the Army. It was real. So I pioneered exposing that stuff. But in hindsight, I'm going, the left actually tried to set all that up. Look at the universities are like re-education camps. Look at how they're bullies. Look how they hate free speech. So I'm saying, is Trump implementing Rex 84, opening 2 bases to hold the new giant influx? And they're going to call those concentration camps. So I'm trying to decipher things here. What do you think, James, in Ohio?
All right, Alex, just a little background real quick. I was in the Army and the Marine Corps, military policeman in both, and a federal cop. I'm now 50, and I've been contracting since 2005 in Iraq and Afghanistan. My qualm is I like you. I support you. I even buy your products, Super Male Vitality and other items.
Thank you.
And I will continue to do that. But gentlemen can disagree without being disagreeable. My only issue with it is just like with Harry Reid, when he made the nuclear option under Obama for the different things going through the Senate, they didn't see how the Republicans could flip back on them with it. My worry is it would make it far easier. Look, when I was a federal cop, we had targets of kids, and you covered this, and old women and stuff, grandmothers and women that were pregnant. And we had to engage those targets, right? There's a reason for that. And they were American people. So the slippery slope that I talked about is just, it would make it so much easier if they're normalizing this and they're trying to, they can justify and say, look what Trump did. Look what Trump did. We're just doing the same thing except it's to these
No, I get it, because they're calling it camps, even though it's really just shelters, secured shelters. You're just saying, I agree with you, that this is just a general normalization. It's why the left wanted to create the crisis, to actually bring us into real martial law. Reagan was looking at an emergency response to stop it from happening, and I was just learning with perspective now, because the left is running the same operation in Europe and here.
Yes, and the other thing that I would say, and it's just my point of view, you were the first one that covered the fusion centers. These things are real, and you've also covered, like, the different topics that I know of from the Gulf War that I can't really get into right now, but I'm just telling you that I've seen what civil war looks like. I've seen the destabilizations of nations, and I've tried to even restabilize. And I just worry that is what they're intending for America, brother.
I totally agree, but just to be clear, the globalists, the Democrats, from what you're seeing, they're trying a destabilization. I see Trump clearly engaged in a stabilization.
Yes, exactly. No, you're exactly correct. But I'm saying if a Democrat, God forbid, a globalist, it doesn't even have to be a Democrat. Let's say a Romney gets in.
No, I get it. Trump normalizes these emergency centers because Latin America's collapsing. I mean, what are we supposed to do? They can then grab the infrastructure and use it.
Yes, exactly. Except they'd flip it on us. The patriot, the American.
I get it.
Look at how they still buy the gun owners. I mean, every right, speech even now, everybody's a Nazi.
Oh, there's no doubt. In fact, did you see where the TSA just got immunity to do whatever they want to us, and that's now becoming this new little national processing force for emergencies and for disasters, and so they're creating this new bureaucracy. It's all very, very dangerous. Really, really good points. Thank you, James.
All right, God bless, Alex. Have a
you two have a great week coming up as well. See, now that's a smart caller from every angle. The point is they're trying to destabilize the country. They're trying to cause a race war. They're trying to collapse the borders. What is Trump supposed to do? I'm not endorsing martial law. I'm not endorsing the Democrat version of Rex 84. I'm saying, what are we supposed to do? Because they're going to call, if they start collapsing stuff, Trump's response martial law. When clearly they're the globalist outside force doing it. All right, let's go to a bunch of these calls now.
Well, like I said, that was me. You heard me when I was able to live stream do that. How much have I gotten right? Think about it, folks. You're seeing it play out. This is not your grandma and grandpa's America anymore, or even your mother and father's. And I'm talking to the millennials like my son. Look. Right after that was done, I went to Afghanistan for my last and final time. I will not return to the Near East. I'm done with that area. I've done what I can do, and I'm done giving any effort to it. I'm not done with giving effort to America, but I'm also not going to quit doing what my profession is. The point being is, I just won't work in that area. The greater point is they banned Alex Jones while I was in Afghanistan. That was the last show I did. If you go on my page, Sword.9, you can hear the full show. Not the full show, but the part I was on, because that's all I gave a shit about. Because I knew it would come true. And it has. There's not a thing that I said hasn't, except it's gotten worse. It's gotten worse, folks. And they banned Alex Jones for being fake news, right? Think about it. Look, I always listen to him with a jaundiced ear. I bought some of his products because some of them were good. But what I'll tell you about this is they banned him. Look at everybody they've come after since. Look at this America. Your First Amendment intact? Is your Fourth Amendment intact? Is your Second Amendment intact? And you know what all three of those amendments have in common? Justice Scalia wrote on this. There's one phrase, the phraseology is important, when they say, oh, it's group rights, it's communal rights, communist talking points. No! It's the right of the people is found in all three of those. Your ability to have freedom of speech, freedom of the press, and freedom to religion. Your right to keep and bear arms that shall not be infringed. And your right to be secure in your houses, your papers, and effects from any search, except with a warrant due to probable cause. Oh, wait, how much did we see not go on with that, General Flynn? We can go to all of them. Everybody that, Papadopoulos is the most glaring example, along with the Annapolis graduate. I can't think of his name right now. I'm mind dumping. I'm an old guy. Forgive me on that. Carter Page, that was his name. How much of it have you seen eroded? Are we on that slippery slope? Now, I'm cautioning to be observant, to watch what happens, be still, and know this is not something to give you fear porn. This is not something to alarm you. There's no reason for it. But it's something to notice. And I really appreciate my small channel. It's grown bigger than I wanted it to. And I'll probably start getting rid of people because I just liked having it where it was just my friends and family and whatnot on it. But it, whatever. It's growing. I'll share it where I want to share it. You guys can like, comment, and share if you want. But honestly, I don't need the likes. I don't need the comments. I do enjoy because I like being interactive. And I don't care if you're shit posting. I'm an old shit poster. You're not going to hurt me. You're not going to even worry me. Trust me, I've been on more raids than any of you guys. The point is, I just want to put this out. That's a year ago. Think about how far it's going to go now, and think about this. Here's my last and final point that I want you to absorb. They banned him. Through banning him, and what Google, Facebook, every other social media thing's doing right now, they're proving him right. Now, was he the guy who was right? Or did they make it a self-licking ice cream cone, a prophecy, a self-fulfilling prophecy? It's up to you to decide. But credence need to be given where credence happened in the past. Past results always indicate future performance. With that being said, except for if you're gambling with your money on the stock market, I never would do that. No, I just don't do that. It's bullshit. And that's my opinion. I'm the foremost expert on my opinion and nothing else. With that being said, thank you guys for sitting on my big orange couch in Kaiser's Castle. Lift yourself your tea, your coffee, your soda, or your adult libation. And have a great day. And do not worry, do not fear. You know when the time will be near. Shuff out.